to make this statement to highlight the positive trend of Ghana's economy, to educate and encourage ourselves as Ghanaians in decision-making, as households, businessmen, and even as government, which has signed social contracts with these people. Mr. Speaker, governance is about seeking the welfare of the people, especially about their respective standards of living in a country. This is measured by the amount of goods and services available for consumption, as well as its affordability, by adopting a mechanism used to allocate or distribute the goods and services among the citizenry in a country. Right Honorable Speaker, the effectiveness and efficient mechanism designed to allocate the said resources are measured by certain economic and financial indices, data, and statistics in a country. Mr. Speaker, some of these include the gross domestic product, GDP of a country, the rate of inflation, which measures the general price levels of goods and services in a country over a period of time, the gross international reserves of a country, the balance of payment, BOP, the primary fiscal balance of trade, the national debt level of a country, and its associated national debt to GDP ratio. Mr. Speaker, the Consumer Price Index, CPI, of a country is also a good measure to this effect. The central bank monetary policy and interest rates also count a lot. Mr. Speaker, above all is the strength of the cedi in relation to the hard currencies in the world, such as US dollar, the UK pound sterling, the euro in the European countries, and other currencies in the world. Right Honorable Speaker, data and statistics available according to the Monetary Policy Committee, 124 reports of BOG, that's Bank of Ghana, and figures from the Statistical Service indicated that the economy of Ghana is thriving on a growth path which will eventually lead to sustainable growth and development in the country. Mr. Speaker, inflation, which was taken in January 2025 at 23.4%, now stands at 18.3% as at May 2025, which has been programmed to hit at mid-teens by the middle of the year. According to the report, on the domestic front, the bank's high-frequency real sector indicators point to a sustained pickup in economic activity. The updated composite index of economic activity increased by 2.3% on year in March 2025 compared to 1.0% over the same period last year, 2024. In addition, Mr. Speaker, the Purchasing Managers Index rose above the 50 benchmark as output and new orders increased, signaling improved growth and prospect. According to the BOG Monetary Policy Committee, 124th report indicates that based on inflationary pressures and options about the macroeconomic conditions, the latest confidence survey showed a significant improvement in business and consumer indices, the highest in the last 7 years. Mr. Speaker, the headline inflation has declined consecutively within the year, according to BOG, by 2.6 percentage points to 2.12% in April 2025 and 18.3% in May 2025. Mr. Speaker, this resulted in reduction of price of goods and services in the country. The primary fiscal balance on commitment basis has also improved significantly in the first quarter of 2025. Mr. Speaker, according to the report, at the end of March 2025, the stock of public debt stood at 769.4 billion Ghana cedis, representing 55% of GDP compared to 726.7 billion cedis, also representing 61.8% of GDP at the end of December 2024. Right, Honorable Speaker, according to the BOG's current report, the external sector has continued to improve. Mr. Speaker, the provisional current accounts earned a surplus of $2.1 billion at the end of the first quarter of 2025, mainly driven by high prices and production volumes of gold and cocoa and strong remittance inflow. Speaker, the overall balance of payment registered as a surplus is a surplus of $1.1 billion in the first quarter of 2025, with a significant reserve accumulation. Mr. Speaker, the strong external performance resulted in a significant reserve accumulation according to the report. The gross international reserve amounted to $10.7 billion in April 2025, equivalent to 4.7 months of import cover of goods and services. Mr. Speaker, the gross international reserve has been programmed to hit 4.0 months of import cover at the end of 2025 to the 2025 budget statement and economic policy. This shows that broadly the external sector outlook remains favorable, largely anchored on expectations of increased gold and cocoa receipts as well as inflow from remittances. Right, Honorable Speaker, according to the report, the cedi has rebounded strongly against the major trading currencies, driven by a combination of factors, including the tight monetary stance, ongoing fiscal consolidation, record reserves accumulation, strict enforcement of foreign exchange rules, and improved market sentiment. Mr. Speaker, in the year of May 21, 2025, the cedi had appreciated against all currencies. Mr. Speaker, the Ghana cedi appreciated by 24.1% against the US dollar, 16.2% against the British pound sterling, and 14.1% against the euro. Mr. Speaker, the monetary policy MPC report by the BOG still holds the monetary policy rates at 28%. Mr. Speaker, Ghanaian economy continues to show more strides locally and internationally. The economy is growing rapidly and has seen an advantage internationally. Mr. Speaker, due to the current performance of the economy, the Switzerland government has awarded a grant of $77 million to support the development of a resilient and forward-looking economy of Ghana. Switzerland has pledged its support to Ghana through economy, trade, governance, democracy, peace, and security, environment and climate change, as well as sustainable development. Right, Honorable Speaker, I would therefore entreat all to simply support the government in achieving the targeted financial and economic indices stated in the 2025 budget statement and economic policy.